What's up, YouTube peeps? It's Jeff, and I'm back again 1 week in, or 6 days. I guess when I upload this tomorrow, it'll be 1 week in. But so far, I put 484 miles on this thing in 1 week, so that's perfect. 30 miles each way to work, and driving back from the dealership, that was 76 miles. And then, I just like to go for drives randomly throughout the day, so a little spirited driving here and there. Average, I think, was 28.1 miles I got out of the first tank. I think I got about, when I filled up, I think it was right at about 400. It might have been like 390 something. But it still said the range had another like 50 miles, so we'll say most likely in the 430, 440 range for a 16-gallon tank. Not too shabby. All that power, man, all that power. And women. Don't forget the ladies out there. I know you're all watching these. Some driving a Crosstrek. People like it's a chick car. But I think they are. They go either way. Like, yeah, if you get like some of the colors, I think favor. But to each their own. If you like that color, go for it. That's what I have to say. I think mine's the blue Horizon Pearl or something like that. It's the darker blue. There's like a bikini one that's like their like more lighter one, but this one's like a darker blue. And I've noticed like in different amounts of sunlight, the color completely changes. It'll be like sometimes it's like super dark, and sometimes it's like a little dark with a little like glisten to it. It's dirty as heck right now because I've gone through, I think, all 4 seasons in the last week. I've had this thing. One of the days it was 60, and a couple days ago it was -1. And then one of the days I had a snowstorm where we had like a foot or 2 of snow. And that was fun driving in. I'm still getting used to the all-wheel drive for this. I think, I just noticed like we had snow squalls today where there's just like a couple spots where I was pushing it a little bit just because I knew that it was only like 50 feet of it, so I just felt like I could play in it a little bit more. And like when I was going to hit the brake, when I was like, I'm sliding a little bit, I could feel it moving the power, and it was steadying me out. So I gotta learn to trust the system a little bit more. Again, I'm coming from a 4-wheel drive truck where it was locked in 4-wheel drive. It was not playing this back and forth game. I did have a Honda CR-V like probably about 15 years ago before the truck, and that one, it was semi all-wheel drive. It was like if the front wheel started slipping, it would kick the back wheels, and it was kind of that same feeling now that I think about it, where you feel like you're gonna lose it all, and then it catches itself and you're going straight again. So like I said, it's more of, I didn't want to dump my car in a ditch in the first that would have been, I think, 3 days into owning this thing. So for me, not so much. Pros and cons for the car. Like I said, gas mileage isn't bad, 28 miles. 16-gallon tank, so it cost me about $52 to fill it up. Which, coming from my Civic, the daily driver, that was only a 10-gallon tank. But at the end of the day, they're both getting about that, right around 30 miles per gallon. So it's just I'm putting less gas in, so I'd be still filling up the same amount. It's just every time would be less on the Civic. Like I said, I'm starting to more like the all-wheel drive, where it, like I said, it kind of plays with itself. That didn't sound right, but where it moves power where it need be. The 6-speed, I love this thing. I know everyone always gripes about the CVTs where it's almost like a rubber band effect. You hit the gas and it's almost like it's pulling it back, it just slingshots you, so you get that couple seconds where you're not really moving. This thing, I let go of that clutch, it's going. And like I said, I came from a 2006 Toyota Tacoma, 140 some odd horsepower, 5-speed manual. This is 152 horsepower, and I think it's a little less on the weight. It might be right around the same. I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll put it like right here what the difference is. But for me, it's peppy. Like, it gets up and goes. I can drop it, I'm on the highway, I'm in 6th gear, I drop it down to 4th or 5th, and I can pretty much, as soon as I'm passing that car, as I'm passing the car, I'm going from 60 to like 80, 82-ish. Like, it's got plenty of peppiness, I feel like, that it's going to get up and move. I always recommend manuals. It's a dying art that I feel like, I don't know, I just enjoy, like, it keeps me more in tune in the road, that I'm paying attention more, and like I said, it's more fun. Like, these paddle shifters, no. Everyone's like, oh, it's the same thing. It's no. But I can understand safety-wise, like, if you don't know how to drive a stick, but again, it's not that hard to learn. But this is the last year they're making it for the Crosstrek, and I think the only other vehicle, I don't know what their plans are. I think the Jeep Renegade also had a 6-speed, and maybe the Fiat, whatever their little thing. Fiat, or there's a couple other, but again, I waved. I'm gonna start this. Getting the Crosstrek wave started. We're gonna get this. I don't know if it's a thing. Like, I know Jeeps, they do it all the time, but there's enough of us out there that we should be able to have our own little club here. Crosstrek club. Wave to you. I'm gonna wave to you. If you have a Crosstrek and you're around me, you better be ready for a wave. You better wave back. But yeah, like I said, I enjoy the manual. I would fully recommend it. I think I said in another video, I had this car wasn't, their system went down or something the one day I went to go pick it up, so I had to come back another day. But they gave me a loaner between the two, and I think that was a Forester, but it had the CVT. And again, I felt that rubber band effect where it was just like, yeah, once you got going, it like kind of like slingshot you a little bit, but getting going, it was like, okay, let's go. No? Okay, cool. But for me, if it's everything that I want in a vehicle, it's not too big. I really didn't want a Forester or an Outback. It's just, I like the size of the Civic, but I just wanted it a little higher off the ground and all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, just because that Civic, I just couldn't do anything if I got more than a couple inches of snow. Like, they don't plow the roads very well here, so I gotta deal with the elements of getting to work at 4:35 in the morning when the plows are still sleeping around me. I'm trying to think of other pros and cons. I like the heated seats. Like I said in the another video, if you want the heated seats and the heated rear view mirrors, you have to go up to the premium. You can't get the base model for that. The 6-speed is available in the base, but you're getting no extra stuff. I believe the premium is like $2,200, $2,400 more than the base. But like I said, you get heated seats, you get the heated mirrors, you get fog lights. I believe there's a couple other things in there. Those are the main things I can think of. But like I said, if you want the CVT and you want, like, they have a sport one that has the 2.5 liter. This one has the 2.0 Boxer engine that has the 152. I think it goes up to 182 for the sport and the limited. And then you get all the other bells and whistles. You still get Apple CarPlay on here. You still get, I get free, I think, 3 years of Subaru Starlink, which is like their OnStar. And then I think I get 3 months of XM. I think that's every brand new car, though. I think everyone gets XM for 3 months. Other than that, like, I don't know, I'll do a little walk around. I'll show you what I've upgraded on this so far. I haven't upgraded is kind of a stretch on that. I didn't get the cross members for the roof rack. I bought those. I think I'm for like $50 on Amazon. They want $200 at the dealership, so it's like I'll go buy those and put those on at 3 30 seconds. I bought a hitch. I think I said that in another video. Just so, since I don't have the truck anymore, I can go buy a utility trailer and pick up small things. It only has a tow capacity of 1,500 pounds. I just need it more for pellets or picking up just random things that can't fit in the back. The back seat folds down, so I should be able to fit a lot of stuff into here. And then I put a wireless car charger. They sell one that fits down in the little cubby down here. And it's like seamless in there. And then I got just a, it's like a non-slip surface with a little mountain decal on there. It's orange, just goes along with the orange stitching that's around the car. Other than that, I don't plan on doing a whole lot to this thing. Like, I'm not planning on lifting it. I'm not planning on putting like big old tires on there. I don't want to lose gas mileage. Like I said, I drive enough for work where I want to keep my gas mileage. You know, if I really, I know a lot of people are starting to get into trying to use the Crosstrek as like a rock crawler. Like, it has decent, it's what, like 8 inches of ground clearance, which is, I think it's the highest, or it's tied for the highest for the subcompact SUVs. So, but it doesn't have like locking 4-wheel drive. Like I said, you're pretty much at the mercy of whatever the computer wants to do. This one doesn't have the X mode. That's only on the Sport and the Limited as well. You can turn off traction control. That's about your only thing that you can do to change your limited slip and whatnot, or spinning or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, for what I wanted in a car, I think it's great. Oh, and the other thing, I guess the only other pet peeve I have is, but again, it's a smaller width of a car. Like where my feet are, my left leg kind of like pushes into the center console when I'm driving. But same thing's in my TT, so I just live with it. If it gets really bothersome, I just move it over to the right, to the left a little bit. But the only thing is, like, I guess if it, it's like a super hard plastic, like if they maybe made it a little more soft plush leather, like it is like simulated leather around, but it's like a hard plastic leathery type stuff. But if that's my only gripe, then I can live with that. And like I said, I can move my foot over a little bit, and if I'm driving on the highway, I'm going to throw it in cruise control anyway, and my foot's going to be away from it anyways. So yeah, I've been rambling on here. So that's my first thoughts of 1 week in, 495 miles now.